Hiya, welcome to another cue breakdown. We're looking at a forensic tension cue today. You might spot why it's a forensic cue when you hear it. If you're new here, don't forget the classic like and subscribe. I always forget when I'm on YouTube, but there you go. I'll put a playlist of loads more of these, and if you fancy joining us for the ride, why not? So what I'll do is play this through for you, then I'll come back and we'll go through all the little parts and show you how I made it. Okay, let's go through how this was put together now. I always believe in rewarding yourself by finishing something. So today's snack, pesto pasta salad, courtesy of Waitrose, Mr. John Lewis. Yum, yum, yum. And I might show you what I've got to go with it later. It's not water. Okay, so this piano track is the sort of bed that runs through it. It cuts out in the middle where we have the breakdown, and that is playing this pattern. You get the idea. And then it slightly varies as we go along, because there's more things coming in later, so it's pared back a little bit. The next piano track is just reverse piano. So I played the note, bounced it to its own little track, and then reversed it. So you can see that actually. Is it going to be in here? If we select that one, have we got reverse on? Yes, there we go. So you just put the audio in, click reverse, and then you get this sound. Nice. So it's like a quick version of a reverse that you might pull out of a sample library, but you can do it with the same sound that you're using. Okay, the next two tracks are Mosaic Bass, and there's two versions. Probably should have put this one on top because it comes in first. So it's got that rhythmic element to it. The other one has a bit more space to it. So they actually do combine there in the second half of the build-up and then come in at the end as well. Then this is the fun bit. All these 5 tracks, they're all synths. So we've got hybrid keys, marimba, doing this. And you'll notice that actually that does actually have, all of these have automation on them so that we can vary what is the focus at each point, as you may have heard in the playthrough. Then we've got Sequis with this sound. So each layer builds each time, and then later on we have them all playing together. So they are sort of the main focus of the end of that first section. Then we've got Analog Dreams. And then later on, we get them to do single notes. So they've sort of swapped with the Sequis. So they're prominent in the first half, and then they sort of swap with Sequis. Contemporary Drama Toolkit lead sound is nice little echo of the piano part. And finally Arcis with these sort of held pads. But again, we're changing the volume because that would get really annoying if it just stayed at a constant level all the way through that. So again, moving things in and out. Then we've got Logic Drummer. This is synth pop setting on the electronic drummer. And again, when using electronic drummer, to make it even more realistic, you can remember to change things up. So this is only the hi-hat. This is the hi-hat and the shaker. Then we build in with the kick, and then we get the kick and the snare added. And then again, drop it back, do exactly the same thing to build it up towards the end. The last track there is the stereo out, just doing the fade to zero or fade to negative infinity to make sure the track is finished and completely quiet by the time we print it to a WAV file. So I think the takeaway there is, if you're using synths and moving them in and out, getting the automation to do the work for you is a really nice way to mix things up, I suppose. So there you go. In terms of mixing, because it's really synth based, I haven't really bothered with any reverb on a separate channel. I've EQ'd quite a few of them to make sure the bass is not prominent, and just put Logic's mastering assistant to work on the main output, the stereo out. And I think you will see the drummer hasn't actually got any automation for volume on it, but is actually mixed quite low, so it doesn't stand out over everything else. Oh, I forgot to say why did I think it was forensic. So that, and is it this one? So it sort of sounds like siren is the idea. Bing, boom, boom, boom. Right, that's me done. I can have my reward of my pesto pasta salad now, and as I said, you know, it's always good to celebrate with something. Well, it's a Sunday afternoon. Great. If you enjoyed that, don't forget to like and subscribe. Always welcome to join us, and see you in the next video. Bye for now.